Well, Doneane is here. We're going to be talking about the Beaumont Farmers Market.
Yes,
Wow.
my favorite thing to do on Saturday mornings.
Fun, yes.
It is starting to get a little bit hot though, but thankfully it starts early in the morning, so it's not too bad. I had to make a list of things because I wanted to make sure to get all of the vendors and all of the different things that people can get while they're there. First thing is location. It's at the Beaumont Athletic Complex on College Street.
Okay.
Starts at 8 o'clock, runs to 11. Absolutely free to get in. Children are welcome. People sometimes even bring their dogs.
Okay.
Best thing to do also is to bring your own reusable shopping bags, or if you have a cart, a grocery cart or something, because I guarantee you once you get there you're going to load up on stuff.
Okay, awesome.
Even though it's free to get in, I would suggest though there's some vendors that use mason jars. There's some vendors that need egg cartons. So if you have those empty things laying around your house, you know, bring those for the vendors because sometimes they'll give you a discount if you bring them an empty container.
Okay, that's a good little tip to know.
Yeah, so right when you walk in the door, I guess you could say, Sortino's Coffee is there. So if you need another shot of coffee, or if you would like to have some of their wonderful flavored iced teas, that's your first stop on the way in.
Okay.
Then we've got local honey, which we talked about before, good for your allergies.
Absolutely.
Goat cheeses. There's a man in, I believe he's from Dayton. He makes goat cheese feta and puts chipotle, garlic, and herb, makes spreads for crackers and such. Very good. Eggs, eggs, eggs. Tons of eggs. There's 4 or 5 vendors that have eggs. My favorite is Dan the Chicken Man because he brings his chickens with him so that you can see they're free range, beautiful chickens. He also has duck eggs. And if you bake cookies, cakes, pies, duck eggs are wonderful for that because they have a great big yolk and they're very rich, so they're good for baking.
Okay.
Let's see. Tomatoes are here. Tons and tons of tomatoes. Lots of them are green, but that's okay. Put them on the windowsill, put them in a paper bag, they'll start to turn red. Tons of squash, yellow, zucchini, a couple of different types of squashes. Pretty soon we'll have melons. I haven't seen any watermelons yet, but they'll be coming. Onions, red onions, white onions, chives. Kale, something we've talked about before.
Very healthy.
Several different varieties of it that you won't find in grocery stores. You'll find the curly kale like you can get at the store, but also jack kale, which is really soft, that you can put in salads. And then another one called Italian kale that some people call dinosaur kale because it almost looks like alligator skin. It's real rough and bumpy.
Is it tough to eat? Or
it is, but it's really good to put in chips or to put in smoothies.
Okay.
Let's see. Turnips, beets, red potatoes, peas and beans of all kinds. Purple hull, snow peas, green beans. The sweetest corn you've ever had. There is a vendor out there that has just, it's almost like it's dipped in sugar. It's so sweet. Very, very good. All types of berries are still in season now. Blueberries, blackberries, strawberries. Microgreens. Now this is something neat. If you like sprouts, there's a vendor out there that has microgreens. And we're talking maybe this tall. Sprouts of mustard, arugula, different lettuces, and they're so good. Really good to put in your salad. Speaking of lettuce, tons of lettuce. Now, I discovered this last week. This is a new vendor. I had no idea that there was a company that makes olive oil locally. They're from Devers. They make their own olive oil. They grow their own olives. They process it themselves, and it is so good. I bought a bottle last week. It's a little bit expensive, but it's worth it. All types of greens, Swiss chard, beet greens, turnip greens, grass-fed beef. If you've never had grass-fed beef, it's really different. It's so lean. It has almost absolutely no fat in it at all. So you really have to watch it when you cook it because it has no fat in it. So it cooks really fast. Let's see, canned jams, jellies, pickles, pickled okra, cabbage, all sorts of organic herbs and organically grown things from Donna's Organics, which is, I believe, in Finette. Then there's plants, herbs, flowers, tomato plants, flowering trees, fruit trees, all sorts of those types of things. Homemade natural soaps, breads, sweets. There's even some artists out there that are playing guitar and selling pottery and things like that. And there's almost always somebody that's cooking breakfast.
All right. Well, I'm sold. That's all I have to say. I mean, it sounds like it is awesome. Plus, it's just great for the economy as well.
Oh, absolutely. You know, supporting local farmers is really important to our local economy.
All right. Thanks, Doneane. As always, we'll check in with you next Friday.